Well, happy Thursday. Welcome to a new episode of the Mamapreneur Podcast. I am your amazing hostess with the mostest, Robbin. Thank you for joining us for episode 47. Tonight is going to be such a treat. I get to interview three amazing entrepreneurs, all doing different things, but you get to hear more of their story today and more about their business. And so I look forward to chatting with my ladies today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's episode. So you guys know every show, I put you all to work first before you hear anything out of my guest. And so tonight's no different. So my first ask of you all is to share tonight's live broadcast or share the replay if you're watching the replay. So I do a drawing every episode for free stuff. But in order to get entered into the drawing, you must share. So sharing is caring. So I need you all to share the live and type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments of this broadcast. That's Facebook, YouTube. I will do a drawing immediately after we are done. So make sure that you share. All right. You never know. Somebody may say something tonight that may bless someone in the audience, but you got to share, put it out there. All right. Next, this show started out as a Dallas-Fort Worth show. Now it is played a little bit of everywhere. And so I want you to type in the comments, where are you tuning in from? I would love to know. Where are you tuning in from? Today we got all Dallas ladies, but we've had shows where people from Canada and Georgia and Pennsylvania. So let us know where you are tuning in from. I would love to know. And also, if you are agreeing with something that one of us are talking about, or if you have any questions, please make sure you type your questions in the chat. Would love to answer them live on the air. So make sure whatever questions you have, please type them in. Or if you just feeling something, may be saying something you may agree with, type it in the comments. We want to know. Okay. We want to know. I know that you guys would just love to hear us talk the whole show, but I would love to see you guys engage in the comments. All right. And my last ask before I go any further, we like to network in this community. And so if you're an entrepreneur in the audience, please type in your business name, tag your business social media, website, what have you. Let's network in the comments. All right. Network in the comments. May Lee and I met at a virtual networking event. I'm going to go into that in a little bit. But network in the comments. Post your business name, website, TikTok, Facebook, IG, YouTube, whatever. All right. In the chat. All righty. Have you been to the Mamapreneur website lately? I don't have my mug on there, but it's coming. Can you guys see that? We have merch, folks. If you would like to order a lovely Mamapreneur cup, please shoot me a message and we'll talk. No judgment of what's in your cup, but buy one. How about that? And then we have shirts as well and got journals coming, all the things. All righty. That's mamapreneurpodcast.com. And if you are interested in buying a mug, and put that mug back up for you, feel free to let me know. Shoot me a message. All right. Also, make sure you're following us on our YouTube channel, subscribing to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribing and following the podcast, Facebook and TikTok and IG as well. We are everywhere. Okay. Also, within this platform, we have the Mamapreneur Tribe. So if you are a female entrepreneur, doesn't matter where you are in the country, if you're looking for a community and looking for encouragement during your entrepreneurial journey, please shoot me a message and I'll be happy to send you the link to invite you over to the Mamapreneur Tribe. All right. We're having events, things locally, And I plan on in 2024 doing some stuff out of town. So if you want me to come to your city, I'm doing a Mamapreneur brunch for the tribe coming up next month for ladies to network. And we like to eat. So, food, fun, networking, mimosas, bottomless if possible. Mamapreneur tribe is where it's at. So shoot me a DM and I'd be happy to send you the invite over to the Mamapreneur tribe and more things to come. So make sure you're tuned in. All righty. Next, now booking for the remainder of 2023. If you want to be a guest on the Mamapreneur podcast, that's male or female entrepreneurs, because I am doing an episode for guys only. Please shoot me a DM, send Power Team a DM. I'd be happy to provide more details for you, but I am booking for the latter part of 2023. Can you believe we already halfway through it? I don't know where this year went, but it's going quickly. So if you're an entrepreneur out there and you would like more exposure for your business, male or female, shoot me a DM or shoot Power Team a DM, and I'd be happy to provide more details on how you can come onto the show and promote yourself. Also, the Mamapreneur platform has recently started doing affiliate marketing where I promote your brand for you without you physically having to be a guest on the show. Again, if you're wanting more information on that, that's for male and female businesses. Please shoot me a DM or Power Team a DM as well. And I'd be happy to provide more info. Again, the more you put your business out there, the more people that will see it, the more clients you'll get. Just saying. All right. I have 2 events coming up for me. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'm a part of a community called Green Plug Hub, and they have this event every year called Green Wall Street. They had it last year. It was great, and happily signed on for this year. And so it's on next Saturday, June 17th, here in Dallas at Lofty Spaces. I will be a vendor showcasing the $5 bling. Showcasing the $5 bling for paparazzi. Hold the line. There you go. Thank you for my close up, girl. So, if you would like to come and support small businesses here in town, they even have some people that come from out of town. I met a entrepreneur from Memphis that came in, and so yeah, come join us, support us. The link will be posted shortly. Lofty Spaces, buy your tickets ahead of time. This event does get pretty packed, so get your tickets today. That's on June 17th at 12 o'clock. Also on June 24th, I have been asked to be a speaker at the Oh Yes I Can conference up near the Fort Worth area. I am excited to be a speaker. This is I've done very few speaking engagements besides the podcast, so I'm excited. It's a way to get the Mamapreneur brand out there, and it's going to be great. I get to talk about the importance of collaboration, and that is one of the main things that this platform is all about: networking and collaborating and all the things. So if you are a female, it's a women's conference. So if you're a female entrepreneur or you're thinking about starting your business and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, click that link that is being posted so you can come and join us, get inspired. I had a call with the ladies that are doing this event, and one of my biggest things I talk about on that quick chat was being in the room. Me being on this podcast right now started from being in the room. So if you are scared to get out there and meet people and network, this is your sign to go and network. And this event will be a great way to do that. Just saying. All right. So that is on June 24th, and the link has been posted. All right. So tonight I get to interview 3 fabulous ladies, and I'm going to go to my first guest, Dr. May Lee. I met May Lee at a networking function, a virtual networking function, and they had a time where you could do breakout rooms. And I got to meet May Lee. Again, getting in the room. And so I would love to introduce you guys to Dr. May Lee, wealth coach, owner of Millionaire Mindset for Women. May Lee, hey girl. Fabulous May Lee. May Lee waving. Hey May Lee. So May Lee, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself and what made you decide to go into entrepreneurship.
Well, Robin, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to be on your podcast. This is such an honor for me. And I'm so proud of everything you've done and all the topics that you're covering and all the lives that you are touching.
Oh,
So
thank
thank you
you.
so
I
much.
appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah. And I grew up in a family that emphasized a lot of education. They said education and hard work, that's how you become successful. So I studied really hard, like a good kid, and I did everything I was supposed to. And went to some very good universities, and I even got a PhD in science. And then I got married and had a family, and I started to, work hard and take care of the family. And things just didn't work out the way they were supposed to. It was not the fairy tale ending that I thought. And I started working. I got divorced, and I got working 3 jobs to make ends meet.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
and taking 2 kids along in tow with me. So I know what it's like for all of you, all women who are either single parents or just working really hard to make ends meet. And one day I lost one of those 3 jobs, and I couldn't even make it to the end of the month. It was just so shocking and so frightening.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of, the wake up call. It's like, what is going on here, right? Apparently, all this education, hard work did not give me what I needed. And I think it's one thing about the academic, system, that they teach you a lot of great things that you can use as skills to get a good job, perhaps. But there's one thing about money that some people don't tell you about. So that's what I needed to learn. And so that's what got me on the journey of the Millionaire Mindset for Women. And I decided that it was not
The sound effects on this show, May Lee.
They're great. I can feel the audience, they're just, yeah. And I thought that this journey would not only help myself, but I'm going to turn around and help everyone else too, because I'm probably not the only one out there that's kind of a little bit confused. We're doing everything we were taught, right? As children, as what our family values were. We got married, we wanted to do what our husbands expected of us. We had kids, and then we wanted to take good care of them. And all of a sudden, it was like, where did we go in the middle? Yeah. And I think there was another that's what I go. My book is going to be coming out in a couple of months too. Oh, and I go over that. It's called The Millionaire Mindset for Women, a 3-step formula to greater wealth. I boiled it down to 3 steps. Okay. And there's all this research. I used to be a scientist, so all that came in handy. I started to interview people. I read about things. I took more programs. I took the kind of programs you don't get in school, the good stuff, that tells you a lot of what you're up against is in your mind. That's what stops you.
Isn't that crazy? Mindset. Crazy. Mindset, period, is just,
And you don't know because because you're in it, and this is the way you've always been, so you don't know there's another way. And you just think, oh, they must have it. They're lucky, they're born into it. They're just, why are they? So I started wondering, why are some people so successful financially? Incredibly. And then others are struggling. And it's not because we don't work hard, right? So I found out eventually It's what's going on inside your head. Well, it's actually several factors. One of them is your childhood environment, like how you were brought up and the people who
Mm-hmm.
influenced you. But we're not always aware of that, right? Yeah.
Right.
And the second one is what's going on inside your mind, like the thoughts you think, the beliefs you have, and even the messages you say to yourself. And boy, oh boy, those can be really self-limiting. And in my case, I didn't even know they were back there going around and around. There was stuff I was telling myself, you can't do that. You don't know how, or you're just not good enough. So don't even try. And that kind of message was, my goodness, when I discovered that, I'm like, well, no wonder I'm just spinning my wheels. And then the third factor is your external environments, like who you hang out with and who's influencing you, who are your friends. Yeah, what do
That's
you listen
that's a
to?
whole nother show.
Whole other thing. So all those three things are very, very crucial. But the most important one it starts with is what's going on inside your head. And you don't know it, okay? And you think nobody can read your mind. You think, oh, I'm going to keep quiet. Nobody can tell what's going on, right? If as long as I don't open my mouth, I'm okay. But did you know that whatever you have going on inside your head is showing up in your world big time, as big as life? So if you're struggling, can't even make, to the end of the month, keep looking at your bank account. It's always dwindling to nothing. That's showing up. That's showing you something's going on inside your head that's causing that to happen outside.
And so your book will kind of change the perspective of
Yes, you got
all of
to
that.
start with all of that internal work, your childhood work. It's not work, it's just the influences. I don't like to call it work. It's just things that we're not aware of, and we've been carrying it around all our lives, and we keep wondering why, when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, right? And you don't get
Yeah.
different results. So something's got to shift. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm here to help everybody. That's what I discovered, and I know that,
Yeah. Retraining that
yeah, it's cleaning
mind. Love
that
it.
mind.
Love it. So when did you start Millionaire Mindset for Women? When did you decide, hey, I want to start coaching and teaching
Yeah,
other
it was
women?
probably a couple years, right around before when COVID started, like right during that turn, 2019, 2020, I got the idea to start it. And and then COVID hit and everything was kind of upside down for a while. So
Of course.
yeah,
Of
but
course.
I got the idea for a book, and then when COVID started lifting and people started networking again, you know how much fun we always had going into in-person events and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just great, right? To be there in person sometimes. Um, and I met with somebody called Bill Walsh, and he had a
Uh-huh.
rainmaker program. Yeah. And
Okay.
that's when things started to really change. And I joined his program, and he just took me like several notches up. At first I had a book idea, and the book just sat there, like not going anywhere. And then when I joined his program, the book started getting written. And then my website started getting up there. My blog posts got out there, interviews, meeting people.
I love it.
And then my mastermind program. Uh-oh, there.
You're there.
I thought the screen went blank. Anyway, so things started moving, and then here we are. Things are moving. My book is almost ready, and my mastermind program is going gangbusters. And then I'm here with you, Robbin, to just keep
Love
on adding
it.
fuel to this fire.
Talk about if someone wanted to have you coach them. Talk about that process. How would that
Yes.
work?
So I have my links up here. If you want to have a 30-minute introductory conversation with me, it's free, and you can click on that Calendly and book a time with me. My mastermind is a year long, and I empower you with my own coaching and also with other women entrepreneurs who are successful and been there and done it. And we give each other accountability and inspiration, and we share resources. So in my case, believe women have so many different talents and areas where they can develop their entrepreneur their businesses. So
Mhm.
I'm not limiting anyone to any one type. So it's all there. And I even advocate you keeping your 9 to 5 job if it is bringing in, you know, decent
Guaranteed
income to cover
money.
expenses. Don't just walk out and try to do this without without some financial backing. But
That
you can
part.
reach me there with the Calendly link, and I do my year-long mastermind, and I also do one-on-one coaching for those who feel like they want some individual attention.
I
And
love
it's
that.
absolutely my pleasure to see people get empowered and see those light bulbs light up. And you know, I I wished back when I was growing up that I had this kind of opportunity, but now is the time for all of us to share what we know and what we learned with everyone else.
Absolutely, absolutely. Most coaches say that, and we know where that comes from. So, I coach salon and spa professionals. My why for coaching, just kind of what you just said, um, teaching what you wish someone would have told you.
Yes.
I had a call today. I just told someone that I'm like, I do it because 25 years ago, nobody was telling me the stuff that I know now. If someone would have told me that, we would have made less mistakes. Same with wealth, because you said it, not everyone grew up with a wealth mindset. Not everyone, the Dave Ramseys of the world, no one grew up that way. It's just you found out later as an adult. And so,
Yes.
coaches, man, we're the bomb.com. So,
Coaches, I
I
even
love
have a
what you
coach.
do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
even have a coach. We all
same.
need coaches because we can't see from the outside what we're doing, and when they
Another
bring
pair of eyes.
that mirror is so powerful. And I'm just speechless. My coach calls me out. I'm like, you're right.
I
You're
love it.
right. She was absolutely right. She caught me, and that like totally turned things around.
That's
So
right.
I
Um,
totally believe in what we're doing. What you're doing too, Robin, is just
oh, thank you.
incredible. And there's not never going to be enough of all that out there. There's so much pushback, right? There's so much negativity in the world, that the stuff that keeps us down. Women, as women, we want to please everyone else. We want to take care of everyone else, and we put ourselves last, and that's not where we should be. We should be
Absolutely.
front
That's a
and
word.
center.
That's a word right there in itself. I love it. Maylee, so besides the book and besides the mastermind and the coaching, do you have anything else coming up for you?
Oh, yes, I'm going to be speaking in New York, live on stage at the WYN conference. It's for
Okay.
all for women. There's going to be women CEOs there, entrepreneurs, and even academic women. So
I love that. When?
yeah, it's on July 10th and 11th in New York
Congratulations.
City. Yeah.
Congratulations. You got to send me a clip of that. I got to see you up there speaking. Love that. Love that. Now, Maylee, tell everybody how you can be followed. If they want to follow you, they want to see your content, how can they follow you?
Yes, I think that the links were up there. I'm on Instagram. I have a website, millionairemindsetforwomen.com, and I have a Facebook page, Millionaire Mindset for Women, and you can reach me at any of those places.
Okay.
And you can book a time to talk with me. I love talking to people one on one and getting to know you and see if I can make a difference in your life.
Amazing. Well, Maylee, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Dropping some gems tonight, Maylee. Believe it or not, girl, you's out here dropping gems. If we were at a poetry reading, I would give you some snaps. You was doing that, girl. So thank you so much, Maylee, for coming on. I appreciate you. And I know that great things are coming your way for your business and for your brand. Thank you so much, Maylee.
Thank you, Robin.
You're
You're my
welcome.
inspiration.
I see you around, girl. You guys give Maylee some claps in the chat. She did that. She did that. Next, I have the amazing Dr. Amanda Lewis, who is a cosmetic dentist, and she's the owner of Louis. And she's going to talk to you about her amazing brand. So Amanda, hey girl, hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. So good to see you.
You as
I
well.
felt like it was so long ago that we talked.
I know we did a little bit of like video tag this week. She's been so wonderful in working with my schedule. People aren't machines, so we had a lunch meeting set up, and I had an emergency, and it did not go as I had planned. So,
All right.
she's
Hey,
enough to
you
move the things
here?
around, and I truly appreciate that.
Absolutely. You're here. You made it. Talk about your brand, your business, your dentistry, Robbin. Talk
Oh, you
about
got this, girl.
all the things.
No, so my main focus in my life right now is the growth and promotion of my oral health and beauty company, Louie. It spawned from a desire to make smiles healthy, which makes them beautiful. Um, as I've worked through that journey, I've made a lot of different changes and iterations. I have learned so much over time. I've made more mistakes than probably people could imagine on the 5-year journey to develop this product. But it has been exciting. It's been fun. And about the last 3 months has really been where things have started to come together. Getting ready to do a first round of fundraising, have an advisory board, getting ready to launch a 2.0 product, hopefully by the end of the year as we move through our current inventory. So it's been a really neat time and a journey that, like I said, it started about 5 years ago, but the original concept was much longer than that. So I suppose I hope to be one of those overnight success stories that you hear about that just suddenly made it big. But like all of those, I, would love to speak to women out there and just say, there's nothing that's overnight. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the background of it. And those are the things that I'd love to share. But the desire is really to help people realize that the smile should be the center of your overall beauty and personal care routine. I think Marilyn Monroe has the quote that says, "The smile is the best makeup a woman can wear." I agree with her, but it needs to be healthy. So Lou's goal is to become that brand that you think of when you're thinking about your smile.
I love that. Thank you, Amanda.
I love you clapping in the background. I feel like
yes, girl, you get a round of applause.
Yeah, well, I feel like I just leave it on my phone sometimes. I put it on when the day is not going well and be like, "Hey, girl, you made it! Like, you made it to lunch." Especially on Mondays.
I love it. Right, first thing in the morning. But no, you just said something about the smile and it's your makeup and all the things. I tell people that with skincare, before you pack on, all the makeup, let's get to the root, not the root, the root of the issue, of everything first. That's which is the skincare. You got to get that going first before you shellac it on.
I love that mission and I love that goal. And I think the beauty industry is getting a good subset of people that believe in natural and holistic care. People that know, like I myself wear a tinted moisturizer and I don't wear a lot of makeup. I try to do stuff with my eyes to make myself look slightly more awake, but lip balm that's part of my personal product is what I wear. I mean, I can't remember the last time I bought lipstick, but I know that is in a lot of people's things. But again, my background and my training, I have been a general and cosmetic dentist since I bought my first dental practice in 2006, but graduated from dentistry in 2004. So it's been almost 20 years that I've been a practicing dentist and been an entrepreneur for close to that amount of time as well. So it's the lessons that I learned on that journey as far as management, as far as interaction with people, the ability to speak to people in a quick way, because that's what we do. If you've been to the dentist regularly, which I hope everyone in this audience is like, oh yeah, I've been in the last 6 months. If not, hi, I'm your reminder to do that.
Here's your sign.
Yes. You can also pick up floss every once in a while. That's going to really help you. But you get a chance to talk to the doctor for a quick amount of time. And if I need to let somebody know what's important, there's a short amount of time to do that in. And so those have allowed me to develop skills, which has helped me in this next phase. But the thing that is totally different that I knew nothing about was the launching of a product and the marketing and decision making that goes into that And it's that has taken me a lot of time to learn. One of my very good friends told me, she's like, you probably could have spent that same amount of money and ended up with an Ivy League education. I'm like, yeah. And that would have done what for me? I'd have an Ivy League education. Good for me.
Still got to get the job, the career,
you still got to go out
all
and
the
do
things.
it. So the School of Hard Knocks has taught me quite a bit. I am on my second version of the product, getting ready to move it into my third. And it's only been in the past few months that I've really honed in on who I want to be and what I want this company to be. And it's the vision of people that I've surrounded myself with that has helped me with that. I know you guys were talking about before coaches and mindset, and it has a huge impact on what you do overall. If you go in, and I struggle with this all the time, going into a room of entrepreneurs. I'm getting ready to graduate from a cohort where I was about the only person that wasn't tech, and I was the oldest person. So, it's one of those things that you just have to go in, and there's a little bit of an imposter syndrome, but you meet with people that share your vision, that give you thoughts, that give you ideas, that tell you things that maybe at first you don't even believe yourself. But it's good to surround yourself with those positive people and, read books that help you feel that way. I avoid trolling online for things that bring me down. If I get into an Instagram little look-see, I usually am like, nope, you need to stop now. You've done enough looking at, funny memes of golf videos and things about other dentists. So it's time to move on.
Yeah. So talk about your product. I think it is the coolest thing ever. Go.
Well, I've got, I've got the little boxes of it here. The hero product is a lip balm and dental floss in one. It's the true convergence of oral health and beauty. As a dentist that's been around the block for a while, I know that flossing is one of the easiest and least expensive ways to care for your smile. And seeing a number of patients, and a lot of them will try to lie. I know not enough people do it on a regular basis. So that idea came to me when I was out with my mom and my sister. We're actually traveling and we're just sharing a hotel room. I was done getting ready, sitting out, I just had my clutch with me, ready to go out to dinner. They were in the bathroom, so I wasn't going to charge back in there, but I had something stuck in my teeth, and I was like, oh, geez. And so I looked in my purse, and I'm like, I got the essentials. I got a phone, my credit card, ID, and then some lip balm, and I didn't have anything else. I'm like, gosh, you're a dentist. Why don't you have something else? And so I'm like, somebody should put lip balm and dental floss together, because it would get me out of a situation like this, and I can't be the only one. And it would maybe keep flossing top of mind, because so many people use lip balm on a regular basis. So that idea just stayed with me. But at the time, I had 2 dental practices. I had 2 kids, and it was but it just stayed there. And it was at some point that I was talking with my cousin, she is a holistic esthetician, about it, and just said, man, I don't know. And she goes, well, have you looked into it? So I started the process of searching for a patent. This is now a patented item. And actually our floss picks just received, we just received our patent in the last 2 weeks. So
great.
5 years later, I have 2 patents. So that's, one of those things I didn't know that I'd ever say.
I love that.
But then the floss picks were actually born out of my dad's necessity. He's always been a big supporter of me. He's an entrepreneur himself. And he was like, I love what you're doing here, but I'm never going to use that because I don't use lip balm. He's like, you need to make some picks that are better than what they have. I'm like, okay. So I started drawing some things on a napkin, and again, it's the inspiration from those around you that you kind of trust and believe in that can help you a long ways. So sometimes those things that stay stuck in your head, there's a reason for that. It might be the universe telling you something. And yes, it can be scary. And yes, it can feel like a big leap or a big risk, but it can be worth it.
That's one of those 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up out of your sleep kind of things. You like, now, why am I up?
There is an Instagram account that's called
into your mind.
3 a.m. thoughts. I'm like, yes, like all the time, every day. It's not every day. I do sleep well. Sleep is an integral part of self-care. But yeah, it's definitely something that makes you think. And if it continues to do that, listen to those little voices inside your head. They're not always so crazy.
Absolutely. So is the lip balm, is it like a sheer, like
It is
a
an all natural and organic lip balm that is made from a combination of jojoba oil, coconut, and beeswax. We are looking at some reformulation options, but really, I'm wearing it right now. So it does have a little bit of a sheen. People really love it, and it was my cousin, the esthetician. She is the person who formulated it, and we've since developed it and added a couple of flavors since its inception. So that's been exciting to watch the transformation and to have her help along the way. We are actually talking about the future launch of products where she will be joining me, and we will do some of these things together as we hope to move out into a more beauty focus. One of the next products that we hope to bring out is a lip scrub.
I
Not quite
love
sure
it.
when that will be launching, but again, it's something that has the smile as a focus, but moves into overall beauty with holistic intentions, with environmental consciousness in mind. This product is designed to be refillable. And our next round of the floss picks are going to be in biodegradable packaging, and they're going to be biodegradable themselves, which we think is a big, big plus. Because how many times are you out and about and you see a silly floss pick on the ground? Now that I have pointed that out to you, start looking for it, because you will see
It's
it.
gonna appear now because you
It's going to
talked
be
about it.
everywhere. And I'm sometimes I'm like, oh, this is bad, so don't do this. If you want to go out and buy my product, amazing. But you know how like an artist will say, oh, I feel like I've made it when they hear their song played on the radio. I'm going to feel like I made it when I see one of my floss picks lying on the ground somewhere. I'm going to be like, oh, I was here.
Funny. Funny. So lip scrub. Yes, ma'am. Please do one. I want
Okay.
one.
All right.
I'm very much a fan of lip scrubs, period. I'm a Mary Kay consultant, so we have the satin lips.
Yes.
So you just need
Yes.
to go ahead and do that with the balm. Lips
Yes.
will be kissable, ready to
Right.
go.
The smiling is a universal language. What you say with your eyes is very expressive. What you say with your smile probably follows that. And it is the center of, what people look at. So you need to have it ready to go. But yeah, so we are thinking about launching that like on a limited edition just to see how it does. And again, we're scrappy entrepreneurs. This has been 100% bootstrapped company up until now, and that hasn't always been easy. So we're starting to try to make some choices that help us with market research that make a little bit more sense. And again, I'm about to graduate from the Founders Institute, which if anybody has an entrepreneurial concept or idea that they want to flush through, there are Founders Institute chapters throughout the United States and internationally. It can be kind of hard to get into it. It's even harder to get through. So, but if you are ready, they will help you. They will help you get there.
Amazing. So Amanda, let everybody know how you can be followed. How can they purchase the Louis?
I would love for people to follow our journey. Our tags on social are @mylouis. Our website is @mylouis.com. And we would love to connect with you there. We are currently looking to partner with other emerging brands for ways that make sense to co-promote products. We are happy to coordinate with giveaways and to do things. We also have some items that we would love to donate to causes, and are looking at, as we go through our remaining inventory, doing buy one, give one. Since we've paired with some Dallas-based local Single Family Parents Foundation is one that we're working with right now to promote oral health care to those who maybe aren't as aware of it or can't afford the oral health care that they should have.
I love that. You're just amazing, Amanda. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for hosting. You are the hostess with the mostest, Robbin. I'm so glad that we've met each other, and hope we can continue to connect.
Yes, since you're locally, we got to meet in person.
We have to. We have to have coffee if you're into that, or if you want to have a drink.
Yes,
we can do that too.
Coffee, adult beverage. Hold on. No judgment of what's in your cup. No judgment at all.
That's why that's not clear, huh?
Yeah,
wine
business on what's in the cup.
Mug,
no, just playing. But yes, we'll chat offline. Yeah, I'm down for all the things: coffee, adult beverages, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, it has been amazing talking to you. And please, if anybody wants to reach out, my personal stuff is @Dr. Amanda Lewis. So if anybody happens to go to Louis, you'll find me there too. But please feel free to DM, reach out. Again, we're looking for collaborations and would love to connect with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Amanda. Appreciate you. Continued success, girl. All right. Let me tell you guys something. We got some talented entrepreneurs in the Dallas area, some talented entrepreneurs. One of the reasons why I, started this show just to give people that exposure. You guys haven't heard of Louis before tonight. You have now. Go ahead and go to mylouis.com, buy you some floss picks, and some lip balm and flosser together. No one thought of that before, Amanda. Oh my God. Anyway, my next guest is my good friend, Miss Alshamina Washington. I normally would call myself the Jackie of all trades, but she got me beat. So, Alshamina and I have worked together. I was a vendor at an event that she had helped out with. It was a fashion show back in January. And this girl is big. She is booked, busy, and blessed. Miss Nola herself, Miss Alshamina Washington, Creative Beauty by Mimi. Hey, girl.
Hello. Oh, how are you, Miss Robbin?
I am well. I'm so glad to see your face, have you on with us tonight to talk to us about you and all things Mimi. You have a lot going, and so you talk to the people about your journey and why you do what you do.
Yes, and thank you for having me on your podcast. And you are the sweetest, and you are just an inspiration to all mothers out there.
Oh, thank you.
To let them know that, it doesn't matter. You can do it, whether you're a mom or a single mom or just a woman in general, that, it's things out there that we can do if we put our mind to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my journey, it took a lot of twists and turns, and here I am. I actually started modeling in 2019, which was really a funny story. How it happened, I went to a model call, and I was one of the models that was chosen at the last minute to be in the fashion show. So the weird thing about it is, like, during the fashion show, there was like 40, 50 women there. And they had like a lot of designers and boutique owners. And you know how you have to go through and you have to choose your model.
Mm-hmm.
So I was literally the last model standing because I was not chosen. Yes. So my feelings were really hurt. But there was this one lady, she was like, come on, you can just model for me. So I'm okay. Oh wow, that was real sentimental.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
So I went home and I practiced. My mom was actually a model. So literally the day of the fashion show, I went out there and I just did my thing, and everybody was just in amazement because I'm not going to, like, I wasn't the best at it, but I tried.
Right.
So from that point, of course, COVID hit. We were going to do the fashion show again, but COVID hit, so everything shut down. But then in 2022, we came back in the vengeance. So the lady who owns the organization, she came to me, she asked me to be her model coordinator, which that was like a blessing in disguise. And, I was over like 30 women, training them while she trained me how to train them. I trained the models. That fashion show was just phenomenal. And it basically just took off from there. So from there, in October 2022, I decided to start my own business called Creative Beauty by Mimi. And from there, what I did and what I do is I train women for the runway, train women how to walk in heels. And that was just phenomenal. And from there, I became a part owner of a production company with my business partner, John, and he's a photographer. So now it's called J&M Productions as well. So what we do is we go out, we have bookings for photography, and I teach women how to pose in front of the camera.
Okay.
So that took another turn. And then from there, I had women to come, even young teenagers to come to me and ask me about being in fashion shows. So from there, I took another turn. So now I'm putting together my own modeling agency.
Okay.
So, and so now I'm a creative director, and my heart is really with these kids. I look at my business not so much as in fashion industry, but pouring into women to let them know that they do matter. It doesn't matter your size, your color, your shape, just to let them know that, when you walk in a room, you command that room, regardless if you're on a runway or you just walk into a grocery store. It's all about confidence, and I'm all about helping women build that confidence to let them know that you matter, your confidence matter, your esteem matter. So it's like whatever's on the inside, if that's okay, it shines on the outside. And beauty is not always in the face. Beauty is really inside. So that's really, what I'm doing and how I'm running my business. And it's phenomenal. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the different women that I'm getting to meet and how they, trust me, and how I develop like not only a client, with them, but a sisterhood. So, and I always tell them when I meet them, I'm here for you, regardless if I'm teaching you how to walk the runway, pose in front of a camera. If it's anything that's going on, I'm here. I'm here to listen, and however I can help you and pour into you, because there was people that poured into me. 2 women poured into me along with my mom. And that's who I am today, because those women believed and they saw something in me. So I want to put that bag out there into the community with women, not only women, but also men. So I also train young men how to pose and walk on the runway as
I
well.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. And Casey calling you out saying, don't forget your 6-year-old model. She just
Oh,
called you out on that.
oh my God. Yes, my 6-year-old model. She is phenomenal. Like she is just one of those kids that I just love. That personality of hers is just amazing.
Yeah. They did a fashion show back in January, and it was just kids and teenagers, and it was the coolest things. I was there selling the $5 bling as per usual. And so I got to see the fashion show, and it was pretty cool to see the kids and even the young ladies that were the MCs and everything. And shouts out to T. LaToya Warren, because that was such a great event. I've never been to a kids fashion show. You always see them either like teenagers or much older. And so that was cool to give, and to give different designers and stuff a chance. I thought that was the coolest thing ever
Yeah.
at the event and everything. And even had my son like, I may want to participate next time. I already talked to Toya about it. I'm like, just, next year when you're thinking about it, just, Kelton trying to slide his way in there somehow, some way.
Oh, I'll take him on.
Yes, teach. He think he's smooth, but you just work with him, child. That's a whole nother conversation. So talk about what you have coming up. You have quite a bit of events coming up.
Yes, I do have this one particular event. It's to you from us. It's an organization for kids and families, and it's a fashion show June 17th. These kids are phenomenal. It's an organization that helps underprivileged kids and families. So I do have the flyer here. I'll post it.
Yeah.
And also Miss Dallas will be there speaking on it. And these kids, the phenomenal thing about these kids in this fashion show, none of them are models. Just one kid out of the 20 kids are models. And I started training with them last week. And from last week to this week, it was like a complete turnaround. From the day I met them, a lot of them had their heads down. They were shy, kind of withdrawn. And I just took each individual kid and I just talked to them and just poured love and positivity in them. And if you all would go on my social medias, you will see like a complete 360. The show is next Saturday from 2 to 4 at Elsie Robertson Middle School. And let me get this right. I call it Lancaster, Texas.
Child, Lancaster, depending on where you from in the country.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me give you a tidbit before you go any further.
Okay.
So if you are from the DFW area, you grew up hearing it being pronounced Lancaster. If you're from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or Lancaster, California, you guys cringe when we say Lancaster. Well, sorry, that's how we were told. Back to you, Mimi.
Okay. So I am a resident of Texas. I guess I have to say Lancaster, Texas. This show is going to be held. It's only $10. It's 4 segments. These kids are working so hard. I'm so proud of them. And the ages are from as young as 5 to 17.
Wow.
And men and women. And it's just phenomenal to watch and how excited that they are. And I just ask that you all come out and, come see these kids, donate to a great cause, because they're working so hard and I'm so proud of them. And the fact that, them not knowing me, how receptive they are and they were of me and listening to me, it was just amazing. And the owner, Miss Kenitra Egan, she is doing a phenomenal job. She's also a teacher, but she's the one that started this organization. So, come out and support. I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's other things that I have in the work right now, as far as getting my modeling agency off the ground. The production company that I have with my business partner, John, we have so many things that we are working towards and doing, not only for us, but we want to find ways to put back into the community, especially for our kids, because our kids, they need a positive role model, because it's so much it's dealing with right now, physically and mentally. And we just want them to know that, even though that, it takes a village. For some reason, that village has fallen to the wayside. Mm-hmm. So my thing is to show them that there are still people that do care about them, and that we want to show that we can build that village up again, and to help and support these kids and let them know that we're here. So we just need help with that.
Love it. I love it. So one of my good friends who was just on our last episode asked, is there a way to donate to the group having the fashion show if we cannot attend?
Absolutely. I will post it again. I'll post it, and there is a link that you can go on and donate to the cause. They are getting ready to do, a back to school event and things like that. So yes, I do appreciate it. I will definitely post it so that you all can donate, because these kids, they need us. It's our future. These are our future. And we want to show them that we really care and love them regardless of what they're going through.
Okay. Love it. Again, y'all, I just told you, I thought I was busy. No, ma'am. Jackie of all trades. I'm so getting that shirt made for Mamapreneur. And I'm great. I'm gonna make sure I gift you one, because it's just Jackie of all trades. I thought I was busy. You just got me booked. You just more booked than me, child. I'm gonna catch up with you someday.
Yeah, I just love, staying busy. Like I said, this has really been a journey for me. Everything that I've been in, in my life, some tragedy, some not so much. My kids are grown. They're out the house. I'm proud of them. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So now this is my way of not only healing myself, but showing myself that, even at my age, I still have it, and I can still do it.
You sure do. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. If they tell you otherwise, they just hating. Just saying, I love you. Don't let nobody tell you that.
Thank you.
Fabulous, honey. Because at the fashion show, I said, she ain't twisting with her little heels on, is she? I said, okay, better go. Lady of many talents.
Thank you.
Tell everybody how you can be followed.
Yes, I can be followed on Creative Beauty by Mimi on my IG. I also have Nola Queen, that's with 2 L's. And on Facebook is Alshamina Washington, and also Creative Beauty by Mimi. You can book me for any fashion show. And I also, there's another twist to this. I was also hired by an entertainment company for stage plays. So I do.
Okay.
Yes, that's one other thing that I've done. I've styled actors and actresses for stage plays now.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yes. So,
watch God open those doors. You got a word. Amazing.
yes. So it's been a journey. It's been a lovely journey. I'm just, staying obedient and just watching God and listening for him to show me my next step, because I do believe in him ordering my steps.
Absolutely.
And the more I let him order my steps, the more doors are opening for me. It's to the point where I don't even question it anymore. I just say, okay, God, where I have to go, what I have to do, and who I have to talk to, and who I have to help. Because I look at it as a ministry, because I love pouring positivity into people. So from 8 to 80, it doesn't matter. If God is telling me to be there, I'm there.
And your smile lights up the room, child. Can't nobody be mad at you. Hell, you just smile cheese and you just light up the room. I just love you. All right. So inspiring. I'm so proud of you. That is amazing. And I know it's just going to continue to go up higher and higher from here.
I receive.
He's opening those doors now, girl. So I am so proud of you.
Thank you. And I so receive that. I appreciate you so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And about your elevation as well.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying out here in these streets. I'm trying.
Well, you're doing it.
Thank you. Yes, I am. Thank you. I was trying to be humble about it, Mimi. I was trying me.
I mean, it is what it is. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that what I'm doing is encouraging and inspiring others. Even just this platform alone, where people are getting referred to me. I'm like, shut up. I'm getting texts and DMs. Hey, such and such said I should come onto your show. They really enjoyed their time, or they've watched your show and that I'd be a good fit for, to be interviewed, all these things. And so I'm like, okay. Or to even just opportunities present themselves, a speaking engagement coming up. Child, I didn't think I'd be speaking, let alone here, which I did not give my flowers to the fearless CEO of Power Team, Miss Kesha Kesh. I give her flowers every show, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here today. So
that's amazing.
Shouts out to you, girl, in the background. That's the engineer. She's everything in the background. Shouts out. So before we wrap up, I would like to close out. We did the show a little differently today, but I want to close out. I'm gonna steal from Dr. Real quick, with a little something, a little tidbit at the end. So me and a good friend of mine were talking. She's an entrepreneur, and she was really bummed out about being treated a certain way by another entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And what I'm going to say is, treat others the way you want to be treated. Never burn bridges, because they always have a way of coming around. You will always cross paths again. Being in entrepreneurship, life period, is about relationships. How you treat people, it will follow them. It will follow you. And that makes you have a reputation sometimes when you're not the nicest. You can either have a reputation of being the nicest person, the coolest person in the world, or like, don't talk to them. Don't do business with them. Because of A, B, and C. So be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you talk to people, because it comes back around. It's all, being an entrepreneur is all about building those relationships. And so you never know when you may need that person for something.
Yes. I
So
love it.
kindness costs you nothing. The end. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 47 of the Mamapreneur Podcast. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel for Mamapreneur Podcast, or Facebook, YouTube, IG, TikTok. Also, make sure you are following the Power Team platform. We have so many amazing shows. I want to give a shout out to the ladies of the Put It All on the Table podcast. I was at home Monday night hollering. That is going to be a great show. They're on every Monday night at 8 p.m., I think. I hope I'm saying it right. And then we have Kesha Cash and Dr. Real on Wednesdays. We have Stephanie, who is my good friend. She is on opposite of me, first and third Thursdays from 8 to 9. And Miss Kia on Tuesday nights. Kia be having them gems about cleaning. It'd be things you didn't even think of. But anyway, shouts out to the Power Team and the Power Team platform. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And we'll see you guys in 2 more weeks. Have a blessed night.